Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you different methods on casting on with the lk150. This can be done on any machine. So this one, I like to call it a chain cast on. It's cute, it's simple. We've got the machine threaded up ready and we are going to start off with a slip knot. So to do a slip knot, you just wrap the wool around, pull it through, and that's your slip knot. So in case you missed that because you're too busy looking at my fingernails, you just wrap the wool, twist it on itself, pull the working yarn through. I went off camera one more time. Twist the yarn over itself, pull the working yarn through the loop that you've just made. And there we have a slip knot. Very simple. We are going to put that on our latch hook tool. That is the one that looks like your needle off the knitting machine that you don't know what it's for. Some people don't know what it's for. We know what it's for. Refocus camera. And all we are going to do is, this first one, it's already done. Just think that it's done. So you're going to have the wool here, take your latch up through the two stitches, the two needles, latch the wool and pull it through, and that's your first needle cast on. Don't do it too tight, and you're going to repeat that to the next one. Each time you go down and grab the wool, you go up on the next needle and pull down, and we're going to do that all the way across. If you drop your wool, it's fine, you just go back, find the stitch. So we're going to do that all the way across on every single one, depending on what your pattern calls for. Now this can be quite an easy cast on. Not as easy as some of them, but still easy. It's fast, effective, gives it a tidy finish. I wouldn't necessarily use this cast on if I was doing a hem, as you can make it too tight and it's awkward to turn it up. When you get to your last needle, just get that loop that's on your latch tool and place it over the needle and you're good to go. All you need to do is put your weights on or your cast on comb. Just literally place it on. Thread your working yarn back through your machine where it says number 1 colour. Put your needles back into working position. Important. You can't have them in hold during this, as much as we want to keep them there. And then you're just going to take the machine across. And it will come out very, very tight. It'll give you a nice edging. Let's do a few lines so you can see it. There you go. I've only done like 10 lines there to show you just how neat this edging can be. It basically looks like a chain. You can leave that raw. It will turn up. Everything on a machine will turn up because you are working in pearl. But it makes a nice edging. If you're not going to do a rib or anything, if you're going to do a rib, do your stitches a bit looser. You'll thank me for it later. Okay, so I've showed you how to cast on using the chain method. Now we are going to do the Ewrap method. The Ewrap method, you have to do it loosely. I cannot stress this enough. Otherwise, if it's too tight, the machine won't like it. It will kill your patience. So all we're going to do is no use for a slip knot this time. we're just going to go under the hook, under the needle, and wrap it over. Again, you have to do this loose, otherwise the machine will kill you. So under the hook, under the needle, wrap it over, under, over, on every single needle. I keep saying hook. Can you tell that I'm used to crocheting? Now, I hate this method. It doesn't work for me. It works on knitting needles, but not so much on the machine. Again, you want to keep this loose. So you're just going under and over every single hook, every single needle. And that forms your first line of stitches. And then you put your yarn back into your yarn feeder on your carriage. You do it for the amount of stitches you need. Don't forget your weights or your cast on comb. Again, imagine you've casted on 200 stitches, you forgot your comb, the whole work comes off. And then you're just going to put all the stitches back in working and gently go across. I will do a few rows again just to show you what it looks like. It is not my favourite method by any means. The one that you'll see me use most likely is the one I'm going to show you how to do next. So this one, again, it's loose, it looks tacky. You cannot sell me on this. I will either use the Ewrap method or the every other needle one. Let's show you the next one. Now, this is my favourite cast on of all. Only because you can do a mock rib with it. It leaves the stitches loose. It is amazing. It is fast. What we're going to do is, every other needle comes out. Use your comb for this. So I've used this. I've just pulled every other needle out. Quite simply. Easiest method to cast on. All we're going to do is thread the machine up and go straight across. We've cast it on. That's it. You need to bring every other needle back into play, otherwise this is not going to work. So you've done your first line, which is your cast on. We are going to put our comb on. This is double knit wool again. I've just changed colours because I am making a jumper out of this one. And you're just going to go across and knit with the machine. I will do a few lines to show you. I've got a little bit of a knot of my wool, excuse me. Technical issues here, people. The struggle is real. This works well, like I said, if you're doing a mock rib, if you're doing peacock edging. You can sew it up by hand, you can latch it up on the machine. We'll get to that later. I've done 8 rows. I wanted to do 12 to show it with you, but this wool really is... Sorry, I'm a centre puller. I actually centre pull from my wool. That is the thing. Now, although this is the most basic and some people frown on it, they frown on it because it can give a very extremely loose stitch, as you can see there. It gives a very loose stitch, but you can pull the yarn through. You can make it tighter. I've just pulled that through now. You're basically hanging the stitches off a piece of string. but it does the job. If you're working on a rough jumper and you want the edges to curl up, or a baby blanket, or even a pet blanket, or just a tension square, this is the easiest one you can do. It does the job. That's all for my cast on. That's all the cast ons I know. There might be more. Comment in the comments if you know more, or if you'd like me to check one out and show you how to do it. Again, this is the lk150. Learn with me. We can do this together. Bye.